Right. Welcome, everyone. I'm Matt, and with me, as always, is Robert. And this week we have Darren from Discover Canberra. How are you, Darren?
Good. How are you guys?
Yeah, good.
Amazing.
That's pretty good.
So, Discover Canberra is it just about the events and everything in Canberra?
Yeah, it's just basically anything to do with Canberra. Just whatever I can find kind of goes online. Primarily, I started it from food. I'm trying to expand out to different things, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's still a process.
Yeah. You make sure you have like so many like just beautiful looking food on there.
Yeah.
I'm always shocked at how it looks.
I think it actually brings in a lot of reach too. Like I feel like a lot of those people who especially goes to those like cuisine restaurants actually are brought in from your page. Like you've got like a fair amount of following on there. I think you make quite a big impact.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think there's many people don't know about like a lot of these hidden restaurants in Canberra, and I never knew about it as well. So it's pretty fun to explore these smaller places and give them a voice, I guess. Yeah.
How much time do you spend just looking for food and trying different places?
I don't actually spend much time looking for food, and to be honest, I'm not a foodie myself. Like, and everyone's pretty shocked when I say that. I think I'm just a videographer or someone who's just passionate about it, who picked my niche as food and kind of built on it. I rely on a lot of food recommendations, primarily from my brother. He's a foodie, so he just kind of guides me, and he tries a lot of stuff, and then it makes it easier for me to go and make a video on a place that's actually good, rather than visiting a place that doesn't taste nice. Yeah, so he kind of like, I guess, scouts it out for me previously beforehand, really. Yeah.
Insider knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And how do you plan out your videos? Because they're so, like you say, you're a videographer. Is that correct? Well,
Yeah. I'm a bit of all over the place. Yeah. But in terms of like planning the videos, I think at the start of it, I script my videos with a very strong hook. I try my best to hook people in as much as I can, and then I write all kinds of different hooks, and once the hook is done, then it should be pretty easy for me to go. So, but it starts off with the filming, and I guess at the start of it, you're kind of just trying and testing and seeing what works. But after a while, if you've done it like 10, 15 times, you know what kind of shots you want in your video. So it shouldn't be too hard after that. And then once you've got all your shot lists done, you come home, you write your script up, you record it, put it on the edits, see where you can put sound effects where it's necessary, and then just post it online. Yeah, pretty easy.
do you come from like a film background, or is it just
No, I come from a background of politics and economics, completely different. But the reason why I got into film and content is because I think it's very closely related to politics in the long run. Politics is a game of marketing at the end of the day. Am I right?
Yeah.
And so I just said, look, like why not I try to build? I can't go into politics at the moment, but why don't I try to build something that can teach me quite a bit about politics in the long run? And I think it's paying off. Yeah.
Wow. How long have you been going for? Is it a year or 2 years?
Discover Canberra started last May, so I think it's not too long. But in terms of creating content, I've created content for about 2 years now.
Okay. Yeah.
But for Discover Canberra and consistent content, it's about since last May.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Since last May, and yeah. Wow.
Yes, the growth has been pretty good, and that's like, I guess that's pretty good. But yeah, pretty good on that side of things. Yeah.
I mean, just to have a job where you get to go and try new food and just create, that's the dream, right?
Yeah. It is pretty fun. And the food is, you get to try new things. Yeah, that's a good thing about it.
Yeah. What so far has been like your favorite place you've gone to and had the food?
I don't have like something at the top of my head, to be honest, but there's a couple of places that like I would strongly recommend. I think recently I tried Indonesian cuisine in Turner. It's called Kopiku. I really love Indonesian food as well, so I think that was it's kind of like a hidden gem, one that I really didn't expect to find, to be frank with you. And it turned out pretty well. There's another restaurant called and it's pretty. The Kopiku is a pretty decent restaurant, so their prices are around $15 to $24 per dish, so that's pretty decent. But then on the higher range of things, you have like a restaurant called the Inn in Ainsley. They have a pub downstairs. It's called the Edgar's, and on top of it's like a more of a bougier place. That's a bit more expensive, and it goes like one piece of prawn can cost up to like $16 or $17 for one, and I think the bill can easily and like a steak costs around $120. But those are like some of the really good foods, yeah. But I mean, there's also places where you pay a lot of money and it doesn't taste good, and I don't really like those places.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
I was just thinking, do you think that in terms of like content creation, much has changed in terms of like the algorithms? You said you started since last May. Would you say much has changed since then?
Do you mean like specifically the algorithm?
Yeah, just like, and like, you know, how people are consuming content.
Not that I've really noticed it personally. I think the good thing about Canberra is in the content scene, I think it's still quite far behind. So we lack a lot of like creativity and stuff like that. So maybe in the global scale, you have there's some bits of changes, but I think in terms of the algorithm is very simple. At the end of the day, it's just they want to keep their users on their platform. So you just need to make videos that people watch. Simple as that. And before I started, I used to remember people saying like, oh, immediately when you post your video, you need to save it, you need to forward it to someone so that it triggers the algorithm. People thinks people are picking it up. That's all nonsense. None of that works. You know, just create a good piece of video and that does well.
Pretty good advice, honestly. Just make something good.
Yeah, exactly. And like something that people watch, and the 3-second mark is very, very important. And like, and copy people, but also have your own style and uniqueness to it, because someone has done food videos as well. You know, I'm not the first one, you know. But I've just copied someone and I've just tweaked my own style to it. And you will find your style after a while,
And you've said that you've started primarily in food, but you're also trying out different things. So I saw on your page yesterday there was one on how to maximize your annual leave for the coming year.
Yeah, that was just like just general posting in general. Just like that was one of me just trying out a picture post to see how it does, and surprisingly it does pretty well. Like these picture posts can get up to like 150,000 views and bring in around like 1,000 new followers at least. So like those are pretty good, and like things to do around Canberra, and because I think and it's a bit more easier because people want to see like what is there to do, how do you maximize your leave. That's kind of easy because I can cover a lot of spot and I don't need to be there. If I say like things to do around Canberra, I don't need to film it, so it's a little bit more easier.
Did you go? You said you went to uni, right? Do you have any? Did you get any inspiration to go into content from when you were in uni, or did you were you sticking from the you said you were in politics as well, right? Do you have any like inspirations coming from when you're a uni student?
Well, I think in terms of content creating as a whole, I think a lot of my a lot of the inspirations came from the content that I consumed to a certain extent. Like I used to watch like people in New York, Casey Neistat, like those kind of people.
Like street interviews?
No, actually and I never told myself. I didn't really like to create those kind of content. I wanted to create like something that was more in terms of like color grading and stuff, very more emotional and stuff like that. But also I realized that like, look, at the end of the day, like for me personally, I just wanted to chase for views and I wanted to do something as quick as I could. And I kind of optimized it. Like I told myself I can't do things that take a bit of time and takes time to grow an audience. Like I need to maximize it as quick as I can, pick a niche and just go into it. Yeah. But I think that's what I think a lot of the inspiration mainly came from people overseas. I don't think university had something to do with it. Yeah.
You were ANU, is that correct?
Yeah, I was in ANU.
Yeah. How was your time at ANU?
It was pretty good. Very, very challenging for sure because I came to Canberra about 4 years ago, and previously I was in Malaysia. So it's like getting adjusted to the whole thing and making sure you're in uni and scoring the best grades that you can be very pressuring at times. But I think it's always good. Like I think I had a decent amount of fun. Like it was all right. It wasn't like the best. I think it was all right. And at the end of the day, like there's just a massive culture shift and getting to understand how the whole thing works and it's just all right. I think the better days are right now, and like you've got Discover Canberra and like people are talking about it. That's fun.
You're your own boss.
It's a little bit more fun.
No, absolutely. And so did like you came to Canberra? Did you just fall in love with Canberra?
No, I don't know whether there's many people that fall in love with Canberra, but I think my sister was just here for her studies as well. She's a doctor, so she was studying in ANU. So I said, look, if there's no point, like as much as I love Melbourne, Sydney, and wherever not, like I just want to be with my family so that like it's easier because I can trust someone like that to have my back, and that's the reason why I came here.
Especially a big jump like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you kind of need to stick together for a time being, you know. Yeah, put your self-interest behind for a time being. Yeah.
What have you seen this week? So like, have you watched something or listened to something and you just want to like?
It's pretty funny because I was in Parliament yesterday, actually. Very, very different job. I had a meeting with one of the Shadow Treasurer of Australia, and I was hoping to do a job for him for content creating and handling the social media side of it, because at the end of the day, Discover Canberra was a platform to go into politics in the long run, and I think it's good because it has given me. Recently, I noticed it's given me quite a bit of opportunities to go and meet people that I've been wanting to meet for a while. Instead of having just like a plain CV, like here's my degree, at least I have something that I can bring it up to back it up right now. So I had a meeting with them in Parliament, and that was pretty fun. That was pretty interesting to see like how these people operate. I think it's on a different level again. It's like it's a whole new learning curve and something that like it'll take time for me to definitely understand. Yeah, but as I said, that was the goal for Discover Canberra. One day Discover Canberra, I think, will come to an end. But I'm not sure when. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's interesting you bring that up because we've definitely noticed that, like with my photography and stuff like that, finding that they don't always look at what you make, but like your following sometimes, or just prove that you can do something, which is interesting. That's the thing. Yeah, nobody really cares. Like, unfortunately, like as much as I love quality and work done, I feel like people only care about views and influence and stuff. And yeah, it makes sense to a certain level sometimes, you know. I think they want just how much I can help them and how can I benefit them, and it makes sense because if I was in their position, I would want the same as well. Oh, absolutely. You know, you've stood out doing something. They obviously want that same magic for them, you know.
What do you guys think about like the content creation scene in Canberra? Like, and you guys are doing film in Canberra. Like, what's the I like? Have you guys created anything that that you guys are proud of, or like what you guys do around here?
Last year we helped out a third year group do with their final project.
Okay.
Which was very, very interesting because they just needed extra hands, and so Rob, you were acting.
Yeah. I did a small one scene. Acting for him as well.
Yeah.
And I was helping with the camera operation as well as art director, which basically was, look at this scene.
Yeah.
How do I make this pretty? How do I make this? You know, it's just small things, but but it's stuff like that has definitely helped us meet new people, which has kind of led to, you know, making those connections and stuff.
Yeah.
Because the producer of that film, his name's Michael. He's done a bit of stuff for Mustard Flats. Is that it?
Okay.
They're like a sports online newspaper.
Yeah.
And he was doing some stuff for the Belcourt Bowl. Recently, actually.
Yeah, that was huge.
That was massive.
Such a good turnout too. It was great. I saw you took some pretty good flicks.
Yeah. Got sunburnt like nothing else. That was. Yeah,
that's about how it goes every year, I think.
Yeah.
The weather, the sun just peaks just within that week, and then the next week it'll just be absolutely thundering with rain. But good to get it over with. I think I'd rather it be, you know, sweltering hot for the Belco Bowl Jam rather than it be, you know, gloomy and rainy. Everyone's.
Yeah, especially considering how hard people were going at it. Like people just flinging themselves.
Absolutely.
And just imagine with the rain, it just would have been so much worse.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
But
have you guys noticed like an increase in like content creators in Canberra, or is it just me? Like,
I have. Yeah, actually. Yeah, there's some pretty prominent names popping up. Because I've only been here for a couple of years. Probably the first, I'd say, content creator that like I actually saw and was like, you know, looking through was Abby Betts.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Abby Betts.
Abby Betts. Yeah, I think she's a pretty big name around the Canberra content creation scene.
Especially with because I think her video on Big Splash really restarted that conversation on what's happening with Big Splash.
We don't really have much of an answer. Hey.
I think that the original owners or the family have like kind of stepped in to go like because they want it to reopen because the original owners were just going to demolish it.
Yeah.
And because I've been here since primary school and I remember going there every year and that was like our sport.
And was there a lot of people at the time?
Yeah,
Like,
it was massive.
Even all year round, like in the winters and stuff, or was it closed in the winters?
Not so much in the winters, I don't think, but definitely in summer it was kind of packed and the schools were always like, you know, booking well in advance to try and secure the spot. And you'd have like multiple schools that would be there. And like you'd have wristbands of a colour. And it was you go with kids of the same colour band.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah. So it's a real shame that it's been shut down for so long because there really aren't many options, and especially with the heat this summer, I feel. Yeah. There's nowhere for the kids to go.
Exactly.
You know? But yeah, back to it. Yeah, there's been a big increase of content creators lately, and I'm not really sure what's kind of started, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know as well. It's like
I guess it's just the evolution of technology maybe as well. Just just the next generation of people coming in. You know, it's such a big part of it's everyday life that we consume content. Yeah. So I think that's probably playing a big part of it too, as well as all the...
I imagine there still must be a runoff from COVID as well. You know, the lockdown. Because you came here 2021?
2022.
22, yeah. I remember being here in 2020 and just like everything being empty. You know? And like, Robbie, you were in primary school?
Yeah, I was in high school. I was in high school.
That's funny.
Yeah, online learning, that was a pain. That was a pain.
Yeah, so I imagine like the content creating now could have that knock-on effect from like, you know, people linking up and finally able to make something together, you know, and that virtual space is really... It's come far in the last few years, you know, and it is so accessible to anyone now. And like, you know, the unis and stuff have so many tools available to, you know, students. So they're always like, we're able to just borrow the cameras whenever we want, like all this equipment, so we don't have to play it ourselves. So we can just go make stuff, you know.
I wish I had that. I didn't have any of this. But there's definitely I feel like there's been a pretty big increase in content creation, because the thing is, like, whenever I go to events, right, like content creation events, events where like people invite content creators, I'm the youngest person there, and the nearest person that's close to me is probably like 35 to 40 years old. Yeah. So like, if anyone's listening to this, step up your game and like, I don't want to be around old people at these events, and they make pretty bad videos, and I'll call everyone out. I don't give a damn. Like they make pretty bad videos. They didn't even step up their film game, you know. Yeah.
Did you go to the Canberra Short Film Fest last year? Did you go to
the
I
did not.
No? Okay. So I went to one of the like networking events. I like paid for this privilege, and I went there. And there was a lot of like, you're right, like people that I'm almost 26. So they were a bit older than me still. Or you had like very fresh-faced, like 18-year-olds going in. So it was good to see that. But I noticed a lot of people from international backgrounds that were like content creators, and there was a sports documentary filmmaker from Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was another. I can't remember if it was a documentary or filmmaker from Korea. Who had come down. So it's starting to build a bit of a scene.
I think Canberra definitely has like loads of potential as well. Like, I think there's a massive amount of potential, and the good thing is we're a little bit backwards in the content world. So if you create anything that stands out, I'm pretty sure you'll do well easily. You know. Yeah. That's the advice.
And as of recording this, Lights Canberra Action is on tonight as well with the Enlightened Festival.
Oh yeah.
So we had a couple of friends who submitted for it.
Submitted for what was it?
So the Lights Canberra Action is you have 10 days to shoot and edit an entire film. It has to be under 7 minutes. So you can do all the pre-planning and script writing before it, but you can't start filming until like Friday at 6 p.m. And they release like a bunch of items, and you have to include a certain amount of these items in your short film. And so you get points and stuff like that. And they have a bunch of different categories. So I helped out on one last year, I was just like basic crew. It was my goal was get on there, just see the set, see how it works and stuff. And it's fascinating seeing how it's stressful because you've got 10 days to shoot and edit everything. And I think they only shot over 4 days, and the rest of the time was just editing. But yeah, just like everything was set up, and just seeing, even though the stress and the chaos, just everyone coming together and just making it. It was, so much fun. We didn't get a chance to do it this year just because we were so busy with uni and work and everything. But definitely next year, at least I want to give it a go.
Yeah,
you definitely should.
It's a great opportunity to break through and also network. As going back to that, networking is very important. I've come to find.
I went to the screenings last year, and so I think the screenings, it starts at 8 p.m. and it like finishes at 10. And I think like afterwards everyone kind of gathered together. We were like herded outside so they could clean and pack up. And we were there until well after midnight, just talking and meeting everyone and being introduced. And, hey, this is what I do it, because there are only really 2 times that a lot of the Canberra film scene comes together. And that's, Lights, Canberra Action and Canberra Short Film Fest.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
And most people do tend to know each other anyway. But it's a good time for like uni students or even people that just wanting to get into it, because there's like a whole category for under 18s and stuff. So it's not just aimed at adults. Anyone can give it a go. And it's fascinating seeing how creative people are and just looking at stuff and going, that person's like, I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do, in whatever capacity that is, just because.
I got a question for like both of you guys then, because I don't really believe in like networking. I believe in like making people come and find me and like and having something. Then I guess my question to you guys would be like, would you build on like your own, well, let's just say personal brand for the moment. Would you build on your personal brand and make it pretty viral so that people, and would you think that's better for people to come and find you, or spend your time at these events? And like what would be your goal, and like who do you wish to meet at these events?
For me personally, I've found me like creating stuff and then just sharing it with people has gotten a lot more people to than going to these events. And I'm including like if I work with someone and they will introduce me to someone and show the work, and that's with these networking events, they're good at seeing people. I'm not too social. Like I'm a bit of an introvert, so I
understand.
But so I find it's a lot easier for me to like build up my own page and create stuff and just share it, and people message me and go, hey, I like your stuff, like and working on that. So that's where I'm at.
Are you familiar with Gox?
With the
YouTuber called Gox, GAWX. Gox Art.
I'm not, no.
Okay, he's like a pretty intense like filmmaker. He does like very, very high quality videos in terms of film. But I think he does a pretty good job. But who else? Do you guys know, like, do you guys keep up with like Kelly Wakasa and stuff on YouTube? Colt Kieran?
Familiar.
Name's ringing a bell, but I can't say
we can't say it. Yeah.
I think the dream would be like to create like pretty cool vlog. I guess like Casey Neistat kind of vlogs in Canberra. I think that's something that Canberra lacks.
Vlogs are like, you can just keep, if you have a camera with you, you can just create. Right? I definitely want to this year. I want to do a lot more documentary based videos.
Man, we should link up then. Like, I was thinking about doing this thing for like food based documentaries.
Oh yeah.
Like in terms of, because a higher level of production for how things are done. But I also don't really know whether there's the viewership level is there as well. That's of course like the biggest issue. But
sometimes it's like you just don't know until you make that thing and just see, which is terrifying in its own way. Because you're putting it on there and waiting for the internet to judge to see if it's.
I mean, you can always do it short form. Like the thing is, I would think of a way to do like make it short form, but also have the quality of a long form video in it. Combine both. And it's pretty easy to launch it then. Like, it's not too daunting because it's like, because the long form ones, I presume, will take so much time to edit it up,
Yes. Having edited our own stuff and especially when everything goes wrong. And
everything can go wrong. I'm glad we got that over and done with. In our first year. I'll let you take the reins on this one.
So we did a course called documentary production last semester.
Yeah.
And the final thing was we were in groups of, I think we were in a group of 6 or 7, can't remember.
Yeah.
And we had to pitch our documentary to the teacher, and we chose plasma donation.
Okay.
And our idea was we were going to be on camera, we were going to donate, we were going to talk about it and try and destigmatize it, because it's terrifying. It kind of comes from my own, I used to have a big phobia of needles.
Yep.
And now I'm pretty happy to, get poked and prodded, work in healthcare. You kind of have to get used to getting your shots.
Yeah.
And so you pitched it to the teacher. And the thing was we didn't want to use the uni camera because they have these big Panasonic units. We were going to use I have an FX30. It's just smaller, it's just easier, and he was like, look, I'd rather use the uni stuff. So we used this Sony Handycam. Went there, filmed it, everything was fine until we got it back and it corrupted. And we lost all of our audio.
Damn. That's crazy.
So, we now unfortunately it was too late to get an extension and stuff, so we went and we had to redo it, and it was just this very stressful where we basically filmed the entire documentary in 14 hours, I think it was.
And then edited for another, I'd say at least 8 to 10.
Yeah, it
That's
was
crazy.
stressful. And it came out in the end, and it was good. It wasn't as good as the qualities that we wanted to do, and at some point I'm sure we'll go back and we'll do a better job of it,
because we definitely want to get the word around about plasma donation.
Because it's
you guys, we can think of doing something. You can always put it on Discover Canberra or something, you guys. And I feel like Discover Canberra gets a decent amount of views now.
Yeah,
like something that's pretty cinematic, I think can get a lot of views,
especially with all the stuff that's been happening lately. Like they've been needing blood and plasma, especially. There's been massive calls, and which is and it's only 2 hours, and you get a lot of free food afterwards.
Yeah.
Which as a starving uni student,
they treat you well. They do treat you.
You get like a milkshake, and there's juice and tea and coffee and just everything, which is, I try and go as much as I can, just because if I have a day where I'm not doing anything, got no classes and stuff, rather than sitting in my room, I'll go out and do it. But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so
when you film like a documentary style content, how does it work usually? Is there like a lot of B-rolls and like one-to-one conversations of like someone speaking and then B-rolls on it? And
so we ended up doing 3 interviews. So we did it with her name's Sally. She's the relationship manager at Lifeblood. And she is like the most knowledgeable person you could ever ask. She, has the answer to everything, and she's just very lovely to talk to and stuff. So we interviewed her. We interviewed a person from the Immune Deficiency Foundation. And she was very interesting. So her son was a plasma recipient, and so that's how she got involved in everything. And then we interviewed another lady who receives plasma. It was very fascinating actually talking to her, because she was talking about when she initially started getting it, and now she just does it at home, the injections. It's cause she needs it so regularly. And she's just quite comfortable. She does it at home, and it's that simple, but it's so important.
Very cool.
And then we got a lot of B-roll of the space. We got a lot of these posters with information.
Is the plasma donation in the city?
At the bus stop. Opposite the Macca's.
Yes.
But it was interesting filming in it, because obviously they can't shut it down. Like, there are people going around and donating. We didn't want to get any of them on camera, because you know they're coming in, doing something, don't want to scare them off, and we don't have permission. So it was trying to film spaces around it, and we got some shots of actual bags of plasma, which is interesting because it just looks like a bag of orange juice. Slightly darker orange juice, but so we kind of overlaid that over the top of it. And I think if we went and did it again, which I'm sure we will, the only thing I'd probably do is a bit more style. put a bit more of ourselves. Like I think we played it very safe. I think we, like Casey Neistat or something, like he puts himself
in the thing.
Yeah, and so we'd probably do a bit more of us. And I think that's really the only thing that I would change with it. But otherwise, like it was really interesting talking to the people, and you can read online about it, but when you're actually talking to someone who needs this thing,
it's different.
And how like not a lot of people actually do it, which is interesting. And that's the reason why we did it, to destigmatize it, because it's you think getting a needle in your arm and stuff, and you're sitting there for 2 hours. It's it is scary for a lot of people, but
that's cool documentaries.
And they had that leaderboard with so what they pretty much do, under the impression that they set up like a blood drive, in like they do it a lot at ANU, and there I believe they were at the top. And then next to that, they just do like a bunch of different like clubs, societies, and I guess the universities fall into place with that. But it's really interesting to see like how many people are actually donating, and unfortunately at the moment it's not enough. Yeah.
It's a sad reality. There's so many people that need it, and so many conditions as well. But I think ANU was 7th or something, maybe higher.
I thought they were at the top.
They could be.
I think
there's a lot of government agencies in the military on it, because they get really competitive apparently. Especially the army boys. They try and donate as much as possible.
That's pretty cool.
Sometimes to their detriment, but
that's pretty cool.
But the ANU do, with all of the residential blocks, they will actually do it, because they had sign up so you could see which blocks have donors as well as new donors. And so I think the University of Canberra currently has one going on, because once you go in, you can sign up to be a part of a group. So we're part of the University of Canberra group.
Okay.
So your donation counts towards that, and it doesn't mean anything, but it's cool to get that competitive spirit. Because UC wasn't too low, but I think they were in the top 20. Which we can do better, but
I think we can. We'll start pumping those numbers up.
Do it ourselves. Yeah.
We'll add a plasma by the next episode.
Just do the next one in there while we're getting our blood drained.
That'd be pretty cool.
But want to do more documentary stuff and more just about Canberra.
I think that'd be good. Like there's I think there's a lot of opportunity. Like Abby Best recently started doing like murder stories and stuff like that, like haunted stories.
And urbexing, like that's a term for like going into a place that's like has been like abandoned or like slightly demolished, just not in use anymore. And I think she just does horror stories and stuff, and like abandoned, like like the classic ones you see on YouTube, like, here's an abandoned asylum, and this is like the history of it, and like, these are all the ghosts that are here, and they've got their little radar that's like floating around and stuff. It's just like, wow.
There's definitely a market for it, because Tim the Yowie Man,
he
has his ghost.
He makes a lot of money from it as well.
Yeah, and he's booked out weeks ahead, which is because I think it'd be fascinating to go on one of the tours, but
it's pretty expensive. It's like $70 or $80.
$75 for a ticket. So
that's crazy.
But I mean, he's been doing it for so long that he knows his stuff, and obviously he's probably refined that tour down to like the perfect, But like it makes it more accessible to people if it's on that. So you don't have to go on a tour if some people might be too scared, or they just want to sit from the comfort of their home. So it's
pretty cool.
I'd say that we'll go back to content creation. I'd say that like Canberra is a little bit behind, I think, also given events and all that stuff. I think all of the content creation does fall under one umbrella, but I say there's music journalism, there's food journalism, there's this panoramal activity and stuff like that. So I think that if they can end up like clashing with each other, start collaborating, I think that's
Yeah.
what will drive like the Canberra content creation to where it should be.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I think there needs to be there needs to be more collaboration in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with how small Canberra is, and most people
Is-
already do know each other. It's
Yeah.
I heard it's 1 in 3.
One
You're
in
you're
three.
connected to 1 in 3 people. Like if you're, I don't know if you're from Canberra or what the logistics are with that, but I heard. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, I heard it's 1 in 3, which I honestly I could believe that. I could believe it's 1 in 3.
Yeah. Have you have people been reaching out to you much to like work on things and
Yeah, here and there, but like nothing that really like caught my eye of like, oh yeah, I definitely want to work with you on that, to be honest. Like I was thinking about working with Abby Vest, but I'm just thinking about what can we actually do together and stuff like that.
yeah, you've got to make sure that both of the contents do merge well, rather than, because otherwise you get this weird Frankenstein.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I feel like you need to like vibe with the person first and make sure that it all works, and then But yeah, I definitely agree that like there needs to be more collaboration across the scene, across like different people. Yeah.
And you're involved in the Canberra photography group chat, because that's how we met, isn't it?
Yeah, but I haven't done it. I was just added in by another UC student.
Oh, okay.
Then I was just been in there for like a minute and just sent a random message out.
Yeah. Do you do much photography, or is it videography?
No, I don't.
Like your passion?
Yeah, I just do like videography.
Yep.
Just mainly like content creation on just social media.
Yeah.
I'm very, very like degenerate, unfortunately. I only care about like views, and that's all. Like that's the most unfortunate thing. I don't think I think compared to like probably you guys in film school, you guys probably like truly love the game, and well, for me it's like very different. I'm like, okay, how do I get the most number of views? That's the only thing.
But it makes sense, because you can make, sometimes you can put everything you want into something, but if it's like you've got to be able to market it to the people you're going to make it. Make people want to watch your stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess if you're making something good, people are going to watch it. Like you said before, the marketing side would be very interesting to just if you're going for that. Mainly it's like just to understand like how do you market yourself, and like how do you market someone else and things like that. Because at the end of this, I think social media is a big tool for influence and garnering like to a certain extent like power and stuff like that. Absolutely.
But I gotta try out your FX30. I want to see how is it. I have a really bad camera. I'm using like a Sony ZV-10, so it's like a pretty
one of the like vlogging.
The bottom line camera. I need to. And there's no like IBIS on it. It's like zero stabilization.
Okay.
Is that what you used to film on like your Instagram page, like right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it gets the job done.
Yeah, it gets the job done.
They're great. The color grading and the subtitles and all that. Is what do you used to edit?
DaVinci.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you guys using DaVinci as well?
Yeah.
Everyone uses Premiere Pro. Like every like client I go to.
I really dislike Premiere Pro. I think it's just not as good as DaVinci for starters, and there's so many like AI like tools and features. It just gets to a point where it's like, how much more can you add of like AI tools, But
we get
DaVinci,
Adobe through the uni. And I use Lightroom the most out of everything. I'm not good at Photoshop. I'd love to get better. And I only use Premiere when because I've got a few plugins and stuff like that, so I might like put something in there and then it's exported straight away once I've done that to DaVinci, because DaVinci's free, right? It just makes sense.
Exactly.
And when I lost access to the Adobe when like the new classes were starting, and it really threw me, because I realized how reliant I was on the Adobe Sphere with because that's where all my edits, and having to learn new systems for the photos was good exercise. But I've got 6 months now left on the Adobe. Because there's no way you can pay for it.
It's so
especially
expensive,
in uni. I'm kind of glad that we don't have the Adobe Suite anymore, because it's like, yes, I don't have to. I don't need to use it anymore, and also I can't. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a renowned Adobe disliker. But,
and you have to pay to like cancel your thing as well. I was like,
Yes.
man,
What?
this is like,
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
You have
Like
to pay out
PewDiePie
your
was talking
contract.
about like PewDiePie was like just trashing Adobe all the time. I was
Yeah.
like,
His video was fantastic
Yeah.
on it. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Um,
pretty good. Yeah.
'Cause I always thought for a while that it was like people just overblowing or memeing on the cancellation, but no,
Yeah.
like people have to pay like $150 or something like that.
Just to cancel.
Yeah.
It's like a scammy gym membership, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, it's and DaVinci works really well with like my Sony. The only thing is SD cards. God, I gotta get more SD cards. My SD cards are too slow, so like I don't take full advantage of my FX30.
Yeah. What
but-
lens do you use then on the FX30? Maybe?
I have a 28 to 105.
f4.
Yeah. And then I've gotten 2 other lenses. So I've gotten a fisheye, which I mainly use for like skateboarding and stuff.
Like 10 mm or like
7.5.
oh damn.
So, yeah, it is.
What's the aperture on that?
I think it goes down to, I want to say 2.8.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good. I only paid a couple $100 for it. Like, it wasn't that much.
Yep.
And then I've recently got an adapter
Mm.
where I can use my old vintage Minolta lenses on there.
Oh, okay.
So I've got this 50mm 1.8
Yeah.
that's on there. Crisp. I paid
Yeah.
$20 for the adapter. The lens came with the camera that I got. So
Yeah.
whereas I think one of our mates has like a Zeiss 50mm, which is sharp, granted, but it's like $1,000 plus for that one lens.
What was the lens rate?
It's 50. I think it's 50, not 55. So it's 50mm 1.8.
For like a G Master lens.
No.
Oh.
This is Zeiss glass
Oh, why is it so expensive?
because of the glass. Because so it's like made in conjunction with
Is there any
Yeah.
benefit to that?
sharpness. That's about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
So
That's pretty cool.
it's nice for portrait work,
Yeah.
but I find when I do a lot of events or filming and stuff, it's just too close.
Yeah.
Maybe for like sit down interviews, if it's just in that one space,
Yeah.
it'd be good.
Yeah.
But like we've just gotten access to a bunch of cinema lenses here.
Oh, what
Double
lens do you
lens.
guys have?
So they brought out this briefcase, and
Yeah.
it's got from 135 to 35 or 28,
Yeah.
and like all primes, and they're like
Oh,
these-
they're all primes.
Yeah, like they've got some good weight to it. They are crisp.
Yeah.
You're able to attach focus puller
Yeah.
to it. So yeah, because I'd like to get some more lenses, but at the same time, what I've got right now is doing the job.
Yeah.
It's lighting. It's actually the thing that I'm really like
Yeah.
going for. Yeah. How do you like your stuff? Do you bring anything, or you just use?
I'm just using a 11mm on a f1.8, and that's all I use.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing else to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of getting like either f2.8 zoomable lens or
Mhm.
a f1.8 zoomable lens.
Yeah.
But f1.8 zoomable lens, it's pretty expensive. It's around like 1.2K, I think.
Yeah.
And the cheapest it goes down to is 900. But
Just comes down to like how much low light stuff.
yeah, the thing is sometimes it's like a lot of low light stuff, and these restaurants, their
I'd
lighting
say
is
it's like really
annoying.
50-50. Like
Yeah.
I think especially with bars have a lot more low light than like
Yeah.
your typical restaurant
Exactly.
or like somewhere else.
And
would.
it's so annoying then. It's like, yeah.
Gotta fix the camera settings every time you go into a new
Yeah.
venue.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
one-
usually in an f2.8, it's decently well, and like you can do a pretty good job when there's sunlight
Yeah.
out and stuff. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's pretty
For the
fun.
most part, yeah. And if you don't have to spend the extra money, then you
Yeah.
can use that for food.
Yeah. Is there someone in the camera group chat, the photography group chat, that works in Ted's cameras?
Yes. Yeah. Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah. He is.
I should hit him up.
Yeah. He's got some really good advice.
Yeah.
On all things. Ted's, and I believe he also is the film developer there. So one
Okay.
of the 2 or 3 that does it.
Yeah.
So he's very knowledgeable on
Yeah.
like we'll message him about something and
Oh,
he will
really?
know the answer.
Damn.
Yeah. We're currently waiting for this new stock to come in.
Yeah.
We believe the name's going to be Harmon Azure.
Yeah.
It's been leaked. It's not been officially confirmed. I
Yeah.
think they said March 6th, which will be America. So tomorrow,
Yeah.
or late tonight, they're going to do a proper announcement. But it's a blue scale film.
Yeah.
So all the shots will be blue, but like sunlight and stuff is like this orange haze almost. It's very experimental and yeah. So yeah, he's keeping an eye on it at Ted's, like waiting for it. As soon as it comes in, he's gonna order stock to it, and yeah.
That's pretty
cool. He's the genius. He's very good. I believe, Robbie, you're looking at getting a new camera this weekend, aren't you?
Yes, yeah. The what is it, A6?
A6 400.
Yeah.
400, yeah.
Yeah.
16 to 50 millimeter kit lens.
Mhm.
But
16 to 50. Oh, kit lens, yeah.
Yeah.
it'll do the job for now. Like, that's the thing, right? It's, you know, we want to learn to make stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's
That's fair. I was filming on my phone for the longest time as well. Like, I only got my camera in May as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Phone cameras, they've come a long way.
Yeah.
They do
Oh
a
my
really
gosh,
good
I've
job.
seen some crazy. Not even particularly with the Google cameras.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen some
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
insane stuff done with those.
Yeah, so I'm on a
Yeah.
Pixel as well, and I always used to film on my Pixel. Everyone used to ask me, "Are you using a camera?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just using a phone."
Yeah, Pixel, right? Yeah.
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 Nah, my Sony, when I went to Japan last year,
Yeah.
yeah, I got some like really nice shots. Like I
Yeah.
took my FX30, which isn't great for photos, but it does the job.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then yeah, I took some on my phone and I went through them a couple months ago and brought them into Lightroom and stuff and played around, and just how nice they were and how crisp.
Yeah.
You know, I was quite shocked that, yeah, you know, because that's when I got my first film camera actually.
Yeah.
I've only been doing this since May.
Oh my days.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great. How much did you get your FX30 for?
Too much. I think so. There was
Start
like
off with the body,
Yeah, the body alone.
and then the whole.
So
rig.
I think the body was discounted because I bought the lens at the same time.
Yeah.
So the body was 2.4 and it came down to
Yeah.
about 2,000.
Yeah.
And then the lens was about 2,000 as well. So I spent 4,000 and something.
Yeah.
And I just got like a normal, I think I got a 256 gigabyte SD card. I really should have bought a bigger one, but they only had like 64 gigs,
Yeah.
which if you're filming in like 4K and top of the line, like,
Yeah,
it runs
exactly,
out
yeah.
quickly. So
And it's a full frame camera, right?
it's a half frame.
half.
The FX3 is full frame. The
Oh.
FX30 is half frame.
Interesting.
Which
What advantage does that pose?
you can crop into the full frame ones.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, FX30 it's a bit harder. You have a bit of a drop off.
Yeah.
But for my purposes, FX30 does the job, right?
Yeah.
It's not like it's like
It does, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Unless you're shooting, like, I don't know, like Transformers or something like that. I don't know. You need a good camera for it. And like, yeah.
well, I think like a couple of wedding videographers and stuff I know, they're
They
also
go-
just using it, you know, even if
Yeah.
it's a backup, they're still using it. It's reliable.
Yeah.
I was annoyed that I bought it and then like a couple months later had the
Yeah.
announcement of the FX3A and the FX2,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because the FX30 doesn't have a viewfinder.
Yeah.
So you just have the screen on the back, which means sometimes filming in daylight, if the sun's just in the wrong space, you just can't see anything.
Oh, interesting.
But the FX2 has the eyepiece. I don't know how good it is. I haven't seen really anything about the FX2
Damn.
actually. Not too many people talking about it. But
Very interesting.
yeah, and we've just got access to the FX6s here, and they are
Oh,
very nice cinema bodies.
that's crazy. Like,
yeah,
UC has a big budget.
yeah. Well, they definitely like. As you can see in here, the radio room.
Yeah.
They have the.
And you're going bankrupt, and you guys are making banks. Here,
We're
you know?
thriving.
There we are with like depths and depths and depths. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had actually some of our friends. Their documentary last semester was on the music school, ANU Music School.
Yeah, that's
While they were doing it, I think they like reinstated as they were doing the documentary. But yeah, they got to interview a couple of people that and they talked about it and the experience going through it. Just, you know,
Yeah.
how scary, like having your
yeah,
degree.
yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause one of my friends was doing a language degree
yeah,
at ANU. This was 2-3 years ago.
yeah.
And he was going into his final year, and he
Yeah.
was doing his major was going to be in Portuguese. Just going into the final year, they were like, "Hey,
You're gonna cut it.
yeah, that major is no longer a thing. You're gonna have to do some extra courses." And they're like, "You can just do Spanish." And
Yeah.
he's like, "They're different languages." And I'm like, are they? Yes. So it is interesting seeing, and I feel
Yeah.
like I feel for all the students there because
There's just a lot of things
there's
going
a lot and a lot
and
of
you
really
pay so
important
much as
degrees.
well. Like, especially when you're an international student. Like I paid like 45 grand a year. So,
Yeah, because you wouldn't have
You guys have like you guys have Hex, and your school fees is like 5,000 a year without Hex.
something like that. It's
a bit
quite
more,
good.
a bit more even.
Bit more?
I'd say even like, I'd say even more, more than that.
I don't really look at it.
Yeah,
It just
me
comes
neither.
out of my pay.
Yeah,
and
I kind of just like, I'll see that when I'm like 40 and I start working it off.
it's something we have the benefit of. But it'd be
it is insane.
scary to be an international student and not know what's going on, because I don't even think the faculty know what's going on.
Yeah. When you guys do like documentaries, is there a lot of pre-production involved? Like, is it like very heavy on pre-production?
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing would be safety reports.
Safety reports. Our one was quite easy.
Wait, what's
because
a safety report?
so whenever we take gear out or we're doing something, we just have to fill in of like what are the risks.
Oh, I mean, if you're using the uni equipment.
Uni equipment, as well as if we're making something for the uni. So even if like when we're going to take just my gear, we still had to put it in of like if something were to happen, and all the rules are built on things that have happened. I believe mid last year, they brought in a new rule of, originally it was like no filming by water, and it was like no filming near bodies of water. Like they changed it so that you had to be far away. You couldn't even show the lake. And that's probably because someone lost something in the lake filming out there.
Interesting.
Because we've gone and filmed by the lake a couple of times.
Pyrotechnics as well.
Pyrotechnics is one.
What's pyrotechnics?
No fireworks, sparklers, anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd even say like a lighter as well. Just no visible flame.
No visible flame.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So if you wanted to film in a kitchen, like someone cooking, you can't do that?
Nah.
No.
It's funny as hell.
No filming near vehicles, and they made it a point to say a skateboard is a vehicle.
Oh, damn.
So whether that's because someone was holding
Like
it or they put it on the skateboard, but it's built on something.
If you guys like damage it, do you guys need to pay for it?
Yeah.
We're liable. It's part of the MRC agreement and stuff.
Yeah.
Which most of the time, like as long as you've got some common sense,
you
won't run into any issues.
You won't have any issues as long as you're respectful to the equipment and acknowledge that it is not yours. You did not pay for this.
Yeah.
And you got to follow those parameters. So I think I also think it's completely fair.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But do you guys need to, I mean, like, in terms of pre-production, do you guys need to do a lot of like planning on like what shots you want to get and like how does it look, or do you guys go there and you guys just...
It's something that I think we need to improve upon, because it definitely, like, everything that goes wrong kind of comes down to pre-planning. If you just plan everything out. So we did a decent amount before, where we knew the space that we were going to. We went and scoped it out. We picked a few spaces that we were going to, like, this wall for the interview and that kind of thing.
We're not in the way of any electronics, or we're not going to like fall over or whatever.
Yeah, keeping in mind of like, oh well, it gets noisy here, or this is so there is a decent amount. I'm working on a couple now. I want to do like a series, focusing on like people's niche interests. So it's like I'll go to something and go, teach me about it, right? And I'm working through of like, these are the people I want to have on. This is kind of jotting down the basic beats that I want to go through and stuff like that. So, because if you don't plan enough, like you never plan enough, but if you don't plan enough, things will go wrong. And the things that you could have just foreseen,
Thank you so much for being our first guest and coming on What's
That's
the Go.
all good. That's all good.
So where can people find you?
Yeah.
You can just find me on Instagram, discover.canberra. TikTok is the same, discover.canberra. I'll be there.
Perfect. And you can find us at What's the Go
2026 on Instagram.
And for me, I'm Matt Dye Films.
And I am Robbie Flood, ROBBYFLOOD.
No worries.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.